Are you looking to help the young athlete in the family gain a competitive edge? Well, it all comes down to not only hard work, but doing the right hard work. In today's video, we'll be going over several workouts and individual activities that focus on improving the 3 critical aspects of athletic performance so your young athlete can perform their best. These workouts can be performed indoors or outdoors and require little to no equipment for convenience without sacrificing results. Plus, they can be done in about 25 minutes to keep your young athlete engaged throughout. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell to get notified of our latest video. Number 1. Focusing on coordination. In simple terms, coordination is the ability for the brain and body to communicate to accomplish a task in the most effective, efficient way possible. This is an important aspect of being a competent, confident athlete in any sport or physical activity. Developing coordination requires a lot of experience with a wide variety of physical activities starting at a young age. First, children must learn to use and rely their sensory system to take in information quickly and then respond with the right movement strategy. As children get older, they practice and refine these movement strategies so they can happen faster and more smoothly. Let's take a look at the activities that will improve this key area of athletic performance. Efficiently transitioning from one movement to another requires a great deal of coordination. In this warm-up, pair 3 movement words together and instruct your young athletes to transition from one movement to another, repeating for 10 seconds. Feel free to use more abstract movement concepts similar to the examples you see on screen. This provides movement problems for the kids to solve and helps build the adaptability needed for agility. For this section, start by having your athlete perform a movement skill for 5 seconds, and after that, add an extra movement variable to that movement. Provide just enough instruction for the young athlete to understand how to perform the movement and what the added variable looks like. This next section is sensory preparation. As young athletes begin to understand their basic body parts and what these body parts do, it becomes important to start incorporating the vocabulary that will be used to teach specific skills. When this is practiced frequently during warm-ups, kids will be familiar with the coaching cues associated with those skills when it comes time to learn and practice skills. Skipping is the next skill for coordination and is an important predecessor to proper running technique. Developing the rhythm and body position involved with skipping is an important aspect of coordination for young athletes to develop. Key elements of high-level skipping include having arms bent to 90 degrees, hitting the ground with the ball of the foot, and bringing the thighs parallel to the ground. Try out the following exercise to reinforce the coordination necessary for high-level skipping. Next, we have additional games and activities that your young athlete can perform to round out our coordination focus. As you see on screen, each activity can be both fun and effective and are self-explanatory. For our quick punch catch game, young athletes will be doing work similar to a boxer doing a mitt workout, but instead of mitts, you can use a ball or balloon to simulate the same effect. For the quick feet reaction activity, the athlete will be required to immediately respond to a coach's prompt. Aim for about 4 sets of 15 to 20 seconds here. Once you finish with this activity, introduce the coordination challenge of opposites. In this case, the athlete will be instructed to move in the opposite direction of what the coaches designate. And finally, here's a movement circuit that develops the strength and coordination to transition from one movement to the next. Aim for 3 rounds of the circuit here. In addition, here's a quick challenge for your athlete to continue to test their coordination. Number 2. Focusing on strength. Strength sets the foundation for a young athlete's ability to perform at his or her best while decreasing their likelihood for getting injured. Strong legs, core, and upper body muscles help athletes run faster, jump higher, and have better control over their bodies at every age. While nearly every physical activity works to help young athletes get stronger, certain activities involved with both sensory and fundamental movement skills can highlight safe, effective strength development that is involved with the most important athletic movements. Let's take a look at our first activity that focuses on strength. Here we use Simon Says as a game to help your athlete recognize the parts of their bodies and what they do. It can also be used to introduce them to more specific movements and body positions needed for certain movement skills. Make sure to also incorporate movements Simon doesn't say. Here are some suggestions on screen to help you get started. Our next essential exercise for athletic strength is the squat. Squatting is not only a natural movement important for sports and everyday activities, it also helps develop the strength of the lower body more than most exercises. Young athletes 7 years or older should learn the more technical aspects of being able to do this movement safely and effectively. and once they can do it well, it's important to find ways to make it more challenging. Here's a simple introductory workout to begin developing the proper form. Keep in mind that as your athlete attempts these movements, make sure that they keep their heels on the ground, shift the hips back so the knees are behind or in line with the toes, and keep their chest up and out. Now that we've worked on the basics, here are some great games and activities to further work on your athlete's strength. The Tree Roots tag game is a simple tag activity where the young athletes can avoid being tagged by assuming a squat position with both hands on the ground as if you're simulating grabbing a tree root. The more participants, the better. The Partner Cone Race is an opportunity to integrate strength movements into a game. Try the following sequence and feel free to add your own to change it up a bit. The last activity for strength development is a movement circuit. These circuits highlight developing strength and coordination to transition from one movement to the next. In addition, we provided another fun challenge that your athlete can attempt multiple times to see how much they've improved over time. Number 3. Focusing on agility. A young athlete with agility can move quickly and efficiently while adjusting to space, time constraints, and other components of physical activity. Building the skill of agility requires developing sensory skills such as vision, balance, spatial ability, body awareness, and rhythm, in addition to fundamental movement skills such as running, jumping, and shuffling. Let's take a look at our first workout that will focus on improving this final key area of athletic performance. Start off by performing the warm-up you see on screen, followed by the agility exercises. Next, we have 4 different circuits for you to use or as a guide to do after the warm-up. And as you can see, each exercise in each circuit is only 5 seconds in length before doing the next exercise. Here's an important note though, you only have to do one, but you can choose to do more if you would like this area to be a more focused one for your young athlete. Moving on, we have great agility games that your athlete can have fun while still improving their agility. The popcorn and vertical jump combo is a great exercise for elastic foot contact. With this exercise, your athlete will simply start by doing a popcorn jump and do a vertical jump immediately after. Elastic foot contact with the ground is an important aspect of agility. It is also a precursor for improving speed. It's important that young athletes ages 7 years and older are introduced to the technical aspects of how to rebound off the ground effectively and efficiently. For the agility game, call out the following shapes you see on screen and have your athletes quickly move their feet in a small area to create an outline of the shape on the ground. Have them continue to make the shape for the duration of the time. Agility requires young athletes to have the ability to quickly change direction at a variety of speeds and movement angles, and so moving in non-linear directions is a great way to develop this area. The last activity is a specific focus on visual awareness. As young athletes' vision develops, it's important they learn how to use their entire field of vision to track and react to their environments. The focus for the bonus challenge will be a test to see where they currently stand at and how they improve over time, similar to the previous challenge. Try doing each of these workouts with young athletes 1 to 2 times per week for a total of 3 to 5 days and watch how these skills help improve their sports skills when they return to their teams. But wait, here's a bonus section. In addition to our 3 key areas of focus, here are athletic movements and exercises that you can incorporate with your young athlete that have great overall benefits if you apply them. The kettlebell swing movement is an essential piece in developing athleticism as it helps with explosive power and developing a hip hinge pattern. The sled push is another incredible exercise to incorporate as developing the ability to move forward works well for total body strength and conditioning. If it's within your budget, it will be a great piece of equipment to add to your young athlete's arsenal. Hold exercises that improve grip strength are also very beneficial for young athletes. The ability to strengthen your grip through exercises such as farmer walks will develop muscular endurance and even help with core strength on certain exercises. Rotational exercises are also great for any athletic regimen since they generally perform the movement at some point during any sport. Just as we recommended a punching activity with a balloon in our strength section, rotational exercise movements such as standing chops and lifts and hammer swings can be modified for any young athlete to simulate the movement and still receive the benefits. And whether or not your young athlete is involved in a sport that requires throwing, the exercises involved with this movement improve more than just the upper body, but the full body too, because you're effectively linking the hips with an upper body effort. So there you have it, 3 focused areas plus bonus movement exercises for your young athlete to improve on in order to gain the competitive edge in their sport. Let us know in the comments below which one you'll be trying out. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to smash the like button as it helps support the channel and with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.